Okay, this is going to be my first wild camping video. I'm up at Loch, Laggan, away up past kind of between Pitlochry and Speen Bridge, and there's a huge sandy beach here and it's pretty deserted tonight. Beautiful night. Had a bit of a heat wave this week and it's just absolutely lovely. So this is where I've pitched the tent for the night, and tomorrow I'm going to go and do, there's 3 Munros around here that you can do in one go, so tomorrow I'm going to go and do the Munros. So anyway, I've been wild camping a few times this year. Got this tent earlier on this year. I've been up to the way up to the very north of Scotland, done a couple of nights up there by myself, 2 separate locations, done a few Munros, and camped at Loch out past Braemar one night as well, and up at the Ben Nevis on the North Face car park, and I've done Ben Nevis via the North Face that night, the day after that as well. But I thought I've been watching a few videos on YouTube reviewing tents, so I'm going to combine this with a tent review. So the tent that I've got here is the OEX Coyote 3, which is a 3-man tent, and I'm just going to give you a wee tour of it now. So I use this for myself. I'm a bit of a softie and I like my comfort, so it's got plenty of space in it for one person. So there's my wee camping chair, there's a tent next to it, maybe gives you an idea of the size. It's fairly easy to pitch. You get the 3 poles and you put them through the middle. There's a longer one that goes in the centre, the 2 either side are the same length. Hook them into the hooks on either side, and that kind of gives you the skeleton of the tent. Then you just peg it in, 2 pegs at the front, walk round the back, pull it, peg it in, and that's it. Takes its shape. Then you finish pegging it around the outside, crawl inside and hook up the inner. And the inner also comes with its own built-in footprint for the vestibule area, I think you call that. So anyway, it's got a hydrostatic rating, or whatever that term is that they use, of 5,000, which means that it's pretty, really highly waterproof. It's got quite a nice, it's got quite a nice durable outer that feels like it would withstand quite a downpour. It's got 2 doors, it's got one on either side of the porch area. This is the only thing that I find a wee bit niggly about this tent, the midges are starting to come out, is the zips can sometimes get caught if you open them up too quickly. But as long as you just take your time and do it, nice and slowly, it's usually okay. So you've got 2 doors, one either side, fairly big porch area. I've got my ridiculous amount of stuff that I bring with me for myself for one person in the porch here. So I've got you can see that I've got a full-size hold all there. I've got my tub with my food and kettle and a few other bits and pieces in there. I've got another tub with my wee stove and my gas canisters and a wee fire extinguisher. I've got a basin with a load of stuff in it, some more food, coffee, a wee fresh pint of milk for a coffee in the morning. Got some wood there that I've brought with me for the chimney here. Okay, the midges are starting to get in here, so I think I'll let this down on this side. I was hoping that there wouldn't be that many midges here, but I've been out on a kind of open sandy beach, but there are a few, unfortunately. Okay, so again, I'm just taking my time. See, it's catching a wee bit there, but if you just take your time, in the middle of the night, if you get up and you unzip it quickly, I've found that it's caught a couple of times and you've got to try and free it up, which can be a bit of a pain. So anyway, you've got a fairly large, and it's not difficult to see it from this angle, bedroom area, and it's got So you can unzip the whole door, or if you want, there's another zip on the inside, and you can leave a mesh up, and just unzip the material part of it, and you can leave a mesh, which will obviously allow you to get more air into it. It's got a really pretty large bedroom area. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with tents, obviously, but you can see there, I've got a single sleeping bag laid right out, and there's quite a bit of space on both sides. I would say that you would be able to comfortably sleep two in it, or it's like the 5-star Ritz treatment for one person. So anyway, you've got a wee hook up there at the other end. I've got a wee lantern there which you can hang up on that. You've got a big mesh area there and an air vent at the other end as well. You've got pockets on either side too. A midgie getting inside there. Right, I'm going to zip this up to keep the midges out. That opens and closes quite easily. Also, you know, I think it's another thing that's worth pointing out is it's got the kind of bathtub design on the ground sheet, so you can see that it rises up there, and it's got a wee bathtub bit, so it's the same all the way around in the inside. It's got the bathtub bit raised up off the ground, which would help to keep water out in the rain, snow out in the winter, I guess, as well. So to me it seems like it's a very good quality tent. As I say, I'm no expert. I have seen a cheaper tent, one of my friends, a cheap Tesco one, and it was okay, but this is a considerable step up from the Tesco one. The poles are, I'm not sure if they're carbon fibre or what material they are, but they're fancy looking, they're nice and sturdy, and I reckon that it would withstand quite a high wind. There's hardly a breeze tonight at all, so I'm not going to bother putting the guy lines out. It doesn't really need any extra support. I know the guy lines help to sort of take its shape a bit better, and with the vent as well, if you pull that one out, it'll obviously maybe lift that vent up a wee bit more there, but it's fine as it is. It's got the wee bit there that props it open. So anyway, it's quite a big tent. It's a good quality tent. It's got, you know, the footprint that comes with it for your porch area. Again, to me that feels like a good high quality material. It's not going to tear easily. Put this back down to keep the midges out. So there you go. It's a large tent. It's a high quality tent. Good materials, and I think for the price, I think originally it retailed for about $260, but I believe that you can now get it for around about, I think it's less than 200 anyway, and for me that's an excellent tent for that sort of money. So anyway, here's one last look at where I am tonight. A couple of people approaching me, so I don't want to be standing talking to myself. There you go, the beach. Sun's just setting just now. Got a wee chimney there on the go. I'm just going to settle down for the night. Cheers.